I went by your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're here, my name is Tara. Last week I shot part of the video outside. It was so beautiful out, and being cooped up for so long, I just felt like doing that, and you guys absolutely loved it. I think a lot of it had to do with my my girl Lucy. Hey Lucy! Who's a good girl? Lucy? Who's a good girl? Of course it's like raining and wet out, but it's still beautiful because at least I'm not stuck in the house. So today we are making a chicken pesto pasta inside of our Instant Pot. Super delicious. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you can still make this recipe. I will leave complete instructions for both the stovetop and the Instant Pot method in the description box below, along with a full ingredient list. Before we get started, if you have not already, I would love for you to be a part of this community. You do that by hitting the red subscribe button that's right below this video. Next week, we are making a chicken tabbouleh. So incredibly delicious. You do not want to miss this recipe. Be sure to click the bell icon. That way you're notified each time I post a new video. If you guys are ready to make this super delicious chicken pesto pasta, smash that like button and let's jump right into the video. Here are all of the ingredients we'll be using today. A complete list will be in the description box below. So we are going to start by prepping our chicken. So I'm using this very sharp fillet knife. I absolutely love this knife. You can use any kind of knife that you have, but you want to slice your chicken so the strips will be very, very thin. It's really important that you slice your chicken really thin. Everything is going to cook at the same time inside of the Instant Pot, so do not skip this step. Trim off the edges, slice everything about the same size. This is such a fast and easy recipe, perfect for a weekday or just a quick dinner or lunch. I'm adding it to a bowl, and now I'm going to add some pesto. I'm using my homemade pesto for this recipe. If you have a store-bought pesto that you absolutely love, go ahead and use that instead. It will still be delicious. But if you want to know how to make this pesto, stay tuned to the end of the video and I will show you how. Add it right in the bowl. And we're going to just stir this all together so the chicken is completely coated. Then we're going to grab our Instant Pot, set it to saute on high, add a drizzle of olive oil, and a great trick is if you remove the liner and just kind of twirl it around a little bit, the entire bottom will get coated with the oil. Grab our chicken. I marinated this chicken for only a few minutes while I was assembling the rest of the ingredients. If you have an hour or a few or overnight to marinate it, it will be even more delicious. Add it right inside. And we're going to just keep stirring this. We're going to deglaze with a little bit of the water we're going to add. Deglaze as you need so that nothing is stuck. Then we're going to grab our roasted garlic. I'm using roasted garlic. Roasted garlic has such a sweet, delicious flavor. If you want, you can of course use minced garlic or even garlic powder. I highly recommend roasting your garlic, and I'm going to show you how to do it super easily. So all we need to do is to chop off the top of the garlic to expose all of the cloves. I'm going to place this on aluminum foil. If you don't want to use foil, you could also use parchment paper, add some olive oil, and close it up like a little packet. We only need 1 head of garlic for this recipe, but I'm going to roast 3 because it's just as easy to do 3 as it is to do 1, and then you have extra garlic that's roasted and delicious. Then we're going to place the packets on a baking sheet and roast it at 450 degrees for 45 minutes. Remove it from the oven and look at this perfectly roasted garlic. This is what you want. When you squeeze it, it should just ooze out. So delicious. So we're going to add that straight into the pot, along with some garlic bouillon. I highly recommend not skipping either one of these steps. It is really going to infuse such a delicious flavor. Next, we're going to add our pasta. I'm using red lentil pasta. I absolutely love using red lentil pasta in a dish like this because it adds so much protein. You can use any kind of pasta that you like as long as it takes roughly the same cooking time. I will leave a few suggestions in the description box below. pour it right in, along with the water. You want your pasta to be completely submerged, so I'm using my spoon to just kind of make sure everything is under the water. And of course I need to add my dried spices. I could have added this earlier, but I forgot, so I'm adding it now. Just using my spoon just to stir that around a little bit. Grab our lid, make sure the silicone ring is on. Close the lid. Hit cancel on the Instant Pot. And then you want to set it to high pressure for 3 minutes. That's right, just 3 minutes. We're going to allow 5 minutes of natural pressure. Then we're going to perform a quick release. And when the pin drops, it's safe to open it. Open up our lid to our perfectly cooked pasta. Now there's quite a bit of water in here and I didn't need quite this much, so I'm going to simply drain it in a colander in the sink and add it right back to the pot. Add my pesto. This is a really great hack, so you don't have to worry so much that you added too much water, as long as the pasta is covered. Look at this delicious chicken pesto pasta, cooked perfectly. Such a quick and easy meal, reheats well, and it's even delicious cold. I told you guys I'd show you how to make a quick pesto sauce. So we're going to start by grabbing our pine nuts. I'm toasting my pine nuts. I highly recommend doing this. It adds such a depth of flavor and takes only a few minutes. If you really don't want to do this, you can of course just throw the pine nuts straight in. It will still be good, but if you have a few minutes and don't mind this extra step, it really is super delicious. Add it straight to the hot pan. If you don't have pine nuts, you could also use sunflower seeds or even cashews. You want to toast them nice, add it to the food processor, and you're just going to pulse it. Perfect. Now we're going to add our fresh basil. I absolutely love basil. Then we're going to grab some spinach. I love adding spinach to my pesto sauce. Not only does it bulk it up, so you get more of it, but you also get all of the benefits that spinach provides. Add it straight to the food processor. And then we're going to add some parsley. I love this combination of fresh herbs in a pesto. Such a delicious flavor. If you don't have parsley, you could skip this and just add either more spinach or basil. We're going to pulse this together. And as we're pulsing it, we are going to drizzle in some olive oil. If you want this to be oil-free, you could just use water, but the oil brings such a delicious flavor. Grab a lemon and we're going to zest it right inside the food processor bowl. And then we are going to juice the entire lemon straight inside. Lemon is a key ingredient in pesto. It adds such freshness to the dish. Next, I'm grabbing some cheese. I'm using Pecorino Romano. You could also use Parmesan. If you're dairy-free, you can use something like nutritional yeast or just skip it. Some salt and some pepper. Then we're going to put the lid back on and we're going to pulse it. You may need to add a tablespoon or two of water or oil to get it to the exact consistency that you prefer. We're going to add our roasted garlic. Again, if you don't have this, you could use garlic cloves or garlic powder. I highly recommend roasting garlic though. The flavor is just unbeatable. Pulse it all together until you get the consistency that you prefer. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you have a chance to try it. I'm going to leave a playlist of more delicious recipes if you want to check that out on the screen over here. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Yeah, it's raining. I still wanted to shoot outside. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.